I'm glad you liked my Husk video, but it seems only fitting that you're also attached to Alastor's Hell Evolution because you're both the biggest Alastor simps I've seen. Now, what is Hell Evolution, you may ask? Well, it's the theory that sinners are taking on Hellborn traits from each individual ring based on their primary sins. So pride sinners are becoming insects and birds, greed sinners are becoming sharks, and sloth sinners are becoming ungulograde animals like horses, goats, and deer. Let's get into it. You originally called Husk an owl, which surprised me when Owlastor's prideful ass is right there. Yes, I know he's a deer, and we will talk about that later, but for now we're going to focus on how easily his pride is wounded and how he's constantly taking on demons who are stronger than him and getting himself in deep shit because his opinion of himself is here and his power level's down here. Great, we've established him as prideful. Now let's talk about his goetic features like his glowing red sclera and his sharp beak-like smile. Not to mention his fuck-ass bob is reminiscent of barred angel wings and the wings above his bar, but I'm delusional. And we can't pretend we haven't seen this man turn his head 170 degrees like an owl. And assuming he is a goetic owl, fun fact, did you know that barred owls often go after small to medium-sized birds like ducks to feast on? Radio apple shippers, do with that information as you will. I'll stumble across the fanfiction later. But anyways, we've talked about his pride, now let's get into his sloth. Because Alastor is Belphegor's bitch and sloth is complicated. Yes, it is idleness, but it's also not taking action when action is necessary. It's apathy, it's falling into despair and losing your community. It's not caring for yourself or others. Honestly, Alastor meets all the requirements for sloth, like he doesn't really do anything for himself that his lackeys couldn't do for him, and also he is a cannibal living outside of Cannibal Town, basically meaning he's outside of his tight-knit community. And while he doesn't fall into despair, he seems to relish in it, lacking in care for himself and others, but seeming incredibly lonely. So surprising no one, the established sloth has Baphomet and Belphegor-like features like sprouting horns and sometimes black sclera, as well as discolored hoof-like fingers.
Pretty it up this much.
And the man is probably ungulograde or walking on hooves, but I can't prove it yet. Honest to God, I could go on and on about Alastor's sins and how he might have a little bit of infestor envy in him considering his powers, but that's for another video. Anyways, next time on Hell Evolution, we will be covering Serpentius. What kind of Hellborn was he, and is he still one in heaven? Because he is special, and there's no one quite like him.